You say that man, there are some names in our robot today that when you mention and they will say, those names, they are there. If you like, do anything, be beating people, be a troublesome person in the community. There's this man, Mr. Lucky Legbe. You see, when I started content, like today, when people ask me, IJAW, I don't rush to say my husband's name. I first say, if you did not do well today, tomorrow, your children will either cry or laugh. Who is your father? You see this question, it will either make you or mar you. You know that those days, Nollywood movies, when they say, who is your father? You know the first thing that comes to our head, especially when it is a rich man asking the question. The first thing, the only thing that comes to our head is a father a rich man or a poor man? But trust me, you see this question, it goes beyond that. Truly, I want to ask you, who is your father? Now, you see that who is your father is now you. Yes, you, the Gen Z, the millennial, you are now the father. Are you doing well? Yes, are you doing well? Trust me. Now, I know that somebody will just hear that question and they'll say, then they use and collect money for bank. They use it to collect money in the bank. Yes. Do you know that your father's name will either open or close doors for you? And now that you are the father, what are you doing for your children? You see those that will say, we don't have connection. I need connection. You need connection to be at the top. You are now the connection. No, I hope you know that. You are now that connection. And despite knowing all of these things, you still no one behave well. Your head still no correct. You see that connection that you are building for your children, it starts now. Yes. Now, I want to tell you a story. There's this man, Mr. Lucky Legbe. You see, when I started content like 2 years ago, I will see him share my post constantly. He will share it. In my mind, I said, this man is really trying. I'll tell my husband, I said, there's this man that shares comments on my post. Yeah, he was supportive. I was just seeing him. I didn't know him. I know the family, but I don't know the man in particular. So one day, I was in Arugbo and this man tapped me from the back. And he said, he expected me to know him, but I didn't know him. I said, sir. I greeted him normally, like I always do. And he said, I am Lucky Legbe. I said, me, I was greeting him based on the support he shows on Facebook, not knowing that to him, it is beyond that. So I greeted him. He said, I like your post. And he introduced himself as my daddy's friend. Like he himself and my dad were besties. He said, it was me and daddy that used to go to club to go and, my father was a very vibrant man. My father was in the entertainment industry. Let me put it here. My father entertained people. They said he was a DJ, although I didn't see that part of him. But I saw him play music, enjoyed music. In fact, my background of music started with my father. So, in fact, my father encouraged me to study theater arts when I said, I was going to study theater arts. So the man told me that he was my father's best friend, that when he saw my post, and he actually entered my DM to ask who my father was. And I said, I am Leggbe's daughter. He said, really? He likes what I'm doing. He likes it. That when he saw the post, he said, no, this is his friend's daughter. He calls me his daughter. So he earned the title daddy from me too. So I started calling him daddy too. He said, anytime till today, he still shares. So one day, Adamo 2025, their end of year party, he saw me and he said, Tobo, how are you? I said, fine, sir. I greeted him. He said, I know, I like what you are doing. I like, he encouraged me. Then he did not stop there. He said, what do you need, in this your content creation? I will need to support you in the little way that I can. Then he said, I'm a civil servant though. Whatever you are naming, please let it be, I said, don't worry, sir. I said, but I need a laptop, sir. And I will need it right now. A laptop is what I really need. He said, I'm a civil servant though. Laptop. Anyways, let me have your number. I will call you. When people promise me things, I don't call them. Especially because I know that when you are the one telling me that you want to help me, I will not call you. It's not pride. I just want you to have the time to do it when it is convenient for you. So I didn't call him. 2 weeks later, he called me. He said, so the laptop, how are we going to go about it? He said, I'm pricing. I have a plug. I'm going to check it out. I'm still a DJ, so there's a place I buy from. Then a week later again, he called me, said, I found the place. So, he was following me up until he said, I have so amount of money that I would use to buy this laptop. When he went to price, he said, that the laptop is a bit pricey, that he cannot provide all the money for the laptop, but I have so amount, I'm willing to support with. Can I even send it so that I will not spend it on other things? I just want you to buy that laptop. I don't want you to spend the money too. I said, Daddy, hold on. Even me too, I don't really have the money to buy it now. I mean, too, I don't want to spend it. So I called my cousin, Barrister Dipo Torhukerhijo. I said, Uncle Success, that's what I call him. Uncle Success, there's this my daddy that wants to buy me a laptop, and he said, he's dropping so amount. I need you to support me to buy this laptop. I don't want to spend the money. My trust my brother now. He said, how much is the balance? I told him, I said, so amount is the balance. So send me your account number. Then my brother, now, lawyer, my lawyer is not a liar. So he sent me the money immediately. So I sent it to him in Abuja. He was one that went to where to buy the laptop. He got to the place, he bought the laptop, and he built it with his money, with almost 30K. He built it and sent it to me in Lagos. I was honored. It was not even the buying, it was the dedication to following up, to getting the laptop to get to me. Now, my father is no more, but my father's name opened that door for me. Do you know how long I would have struggled to get a laptop? Something that I cannot afford. But my father's name opened the door. So you are that father. You are that father now. Either you are a mother or a father. I'm talking to both of us, but I just use father as a case study. Build that name and make it a good name, because tomorrow your children will need that name to open doors, to get good, to get married. When you are going to get married, they do it very well. Tell your family, they want to know your father. They want to know the family that you are from. So as a person, if your father did not do well, when they ask you, what about Obawa, you already know that this thing is not going to work fine. So you as a person, your father's time is gone. It's not even totally gone. Do you know that today when people ask me, what is IJAW, I don't rush to say my husband's name. I first say do you know why? Because my father-in-law's name is a very good name in Arubu. When people hear that, in fact, most people don't even care who my husband is. Once I mention my father-in-law's name, they already know that, no, she's married to a good family. Do you get it? You see, that family name is sometimes it is more important than the husband, that the person that you're getting married to. I'm not saying you should marry a bad person. Your husband should be somebody that is worth it, but the name is important. So what are you doing to build that name for your children? My father invested kindness in his accounts, and me, I'm reaping from it. Yes, I know how many people they say illegal itobo, and even my grandfather, sometimes I say I because the name is, now the name makes sense. So as a person now watching me, what name are you building for your children? You are the connection that your children will need to make it or not make it in future. So that name is important. We are hearing big names now. Those names, it is not just the money. Kindness is in those money too. So if you don't build a name for yourself, even if you don't have money, don't let two things do you. Let your name speak for you. Let your name open up. My papa not be rich man, but I know the things that I have benefited because of my father's name. I know the places that I've entered that they have honored me because of my father-in-law's name. Do you get? Oh, Chief Beya, was Sanami. When no one says Sanami, they say Chief Beya, Chief Beya. They already know that. Make sure that name is important. Trust me. So I'm just here to remind you that you see that what is your name? Who is your father? You are that father now. If you like, be roaming on the streets, be abusing people up and down. If you like, do anything, be beating people, be a troublesome person in the community. They'll say that man. There are some names in our robot today that when you mention them, they will say, those names, they are there. If you did not do well today, tomorrow, your children will either cry or laugh. Me, I want my children to laugh. Whenever my children enters, they will say, it's working here. Who is your mother? They will say, Funpere. Oh, I don't know what is going to come into your head. I don't know what will come to your head, to your mind when they mention Funpere. Oh, that baker, the other lady that bakes cake, the one that sells snacks. Is that what you are going to remember? When they remember you. I don't know why I'm so keen on this name thing, but maintain a good name. It is very, very important. I hope with this few points of mine, I have not been able to confuse you, but to convince you that a good name is better than riches. It's better than silver and gold. I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye.